Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have already discussed about pattern selection of pattern materials, properties, different types of pattern materials, then types of patterns. All we have discussed then with their advantages, disadvantages, including applications. We have already discussed then. And now we'll try to discuss about pattern allowances then. So, for metallurgical and mechanical reasons, and to give and to avoid defects, a number of allowances are provided on a pattern to obtain a good quality casting. The different types of allowances are shrinkage or contraction allowances, machining allowance, draft or taper allowance, distortion allowance, wrapping or shaking allowance. So, allowance and tolerance are the two terms used in casting and in machining. Then, allowance is nothing but about extra layer of material is provided on the surface of the casting to avoid defects. Defects formed on the surface or interior of the casting. But tolerance nothing but what it is machining it is a machining tolerances either plus or minus then. So however then normally for avoiding metallurgical and mechanical reasons and to avoid defects, a number of defects, number of allowances are provided on pattern to obtain a good quality casting. The different types of pattern allowances are shrinkage or contraction allowance, machine finish allowance, draft or taper allowance, distortion allowance, wrapping or shaking allowance, and at last grind finish or grinding allowance or scaling allowance they call it as. Okay. However then shrinkage or contraction allowance, it is a correction for solidification shrinkage of the casting and its contraction during cooling at room temperature. The total contraction is volumetric but it is expressed linearly, thus the pattern is made bigger in size than the what required casting size. The pattern allowances are differed from metal to metal. Sometimes double allowances are provided if a pattern is made in wood and then in some other material, as in making master patterns. This is because the metal pattern cast also shrinks, which is also to be compensated. The actual shrinkage of the metal depends upon the various factors like type of mold, composition of metal, pouring temperature, design of casting, etc. Then. So, however, then it is what extra layer of thickness they have provided. Then, almost all the metals used in casting shrink or contract during cooling from pouring temperature to room temperature. This contraction takes place in three forms, that is a liquid contraction, solidifying contraction, solid contraction. To compensate liquid and solidifying contraction, gates and risers are to be provided in the mold, whereas for solid contraction adequate allowances are provided on the pattern. The different metals shrink at different rates because shrinkage is the metal property, hence corresponding allowance are to be different. The shrinkage of the metal depends upon the following factors: the metal to be cast. Normally, either it is a ferrous material or non-ferrous material. Because different metals and alloys are contracted at different rates. Then, so contraction rate also give to the pattern in different ways. Then, pouring temperature of the molten metal. Then, so normally ferrous and non-ferrous materials are pouring at a different melting point or melting temperature. Then, this also will influence for providing a shrinkage or contraction allowance in the casting then dimensions of the casting then, so either it is a large or it is a big, large or it is a small then, or it is a simple or complex then, based on the what size of the casting they are providing dimensions of the casting. Method of molding then, either you are using a manual molding or machine molding, all you are considering it for what providing a shrinkage or contraction then. So however then molten metal is poured into the mold then, as you pour then it is goes into the what mold cavity and comes out through the what riser then, as the riser indicates, as it comes out through the what riser then, riser indicates such that, so you flow stop the what molten metal, then allow it to solidify. As you allow it to solidify then the liquid metal goes on contract, means the level of the molten metal in the mold goes on decreasing. So but riser it is normally open to the atmosphere here, so it may be quickly solidify then, that is the reason then thermostatic the the insulating or thermosetting sleeves are what providing to the what riser wall, thereby it will hold the temperature till casting solidifies then. So that is what another arrangement they have provided then. However then during design of the casting itself, all it will be give it to the what casting then. However then, so it is a correction for solidification shrinkage, I said then. The contraction during cooling at room temperature, the total contraction is volumetric, means volume it is reduces, but it is expressed linearly, means along the length of the casting. Thus normally pattern is made bigger in size than the what required casting then. So all you have to take it into account and provide a shrinkage or contraction allowance. Coming to the what next allowance, that is what machine finish allowance then. So machine finish allowance is the excess dimensions on a pattern to give a oversize to the casting. It is necessary to provide stock for machining. It depends upon the type of metal, design and method of casting and cleaning. Usually machine finish allowance will be minimum on a casting if the surface to be machined is completely in the drag off of the mold. This is mainly because the dimensional variation and other defects are least prevalent in the drag off of the mold then. So the machine finish allowance also it is very important, because wherever the casting it is subjected to the machining, then there we have to provide a machining allowance then. Machining allowance or finish allowance is the amount of dimensions on a casting which is made oversized to the what oversized to provide a stock for machining. A casting may require machining all over or on certain specified portions. Such portions or surfaces on the pattern are given adequate allowances in addition to the what shrinkage allowance. The amount of machining allowance depends upon the following factor then. So metal type of metal to be cast then, either ferrous or non-ferrous metal again. Machining method then, nothing but what type of machining method you are adapting it for. Then casting method, manual or machine method then, shape and size of the casting here then, amount of finish required on the machined portions again then. Ferrous metal needs more allowances than non-ferrous metals, and similarly large casting need more allowances than small casting. So machining allowance varies from 1.5 mm to 16 mm, but 3 mm allowance is more common for small and medium casting then. So as I said then, the machine finish allowance is the excess dimension then on a pattern, it gives oversize to the casting then. It is necessary to provide stock for machining, as I said then. It depends upon type of metal then, so either ferrous or non-ferrous metal. Design and method of casting and cleaning then, because during cleaning then you are using some of the mechanical tools at that time it may erode excess material from the surfaces. Therefore, method of cleaning and casting also plays a vital role. Usually, machine finish allowance will be minimum on a casting if the surfaces to be machined is completely in the drag off. This is because then the dimension variations and other defects have least prevalent in the drag off of the mold. This is how to justify then. Normally, as you pour the molten metal in the mold, then the molten metal will be filled from the bottom layer and move on to the top layer. Then as it completely fills, then so metal mold reaction takes place. Then so metal mold reaction, nothing but a what, lot of gases will be released. Then those gases will be escaped to the what atmosphere air through the what molding sand and other gating element. Then but all the what gas holes, blow holes, pin holes and any other what things which are available in the drag off due to its what low density will be float up and deposited on the surface of the casting. Therefore, in the drag off, then machine finish allowances will be minimum then, but in the cope it may be deposit then. Therefore, normally they will provide in the cope of then. This is exactly what machine finish allowance. Then coming to the what draft allowance. Then draft nothing but what, it is a taper. Then draft allowance or taper allowance is given to the what vertical faces of a pattern for easy withdrawal from the sand without damaging the mold. Then so at the time, then pattern may be having straight edges or even then corners. Then so it may what hit the mold surfaces and damage. Then that is the reason. Then if you provide a taper, then at the time of what lifting, then it goes on leaving the mold surfaces with a large gap. Then hence draft or taper will not be damage the what molds. Then hence it can be also easily what removed from the mold. Then the slight taper inward or outward on the vertical faces is known as draft. Then it can be expressed either in degrees in mm per meter. Then generally it is more on internal surfaces as compared to external surfaces. The amount of draft allowance depends upon the following factors: size and shape of the pattern. Then normally if size and shape of the pattern is very big, then the more draft in the interior it has to be provided. Then so then a method of molding, then normally machine molding will be given a very less what draft. Then but manual molding will provide a what more number of what draft. Then material of molding. Then normally material nothing but what good quality molding sand will not be collapse even pattern surfaces height. Then that is the reason. Then so normally you have to use a very good what molding material. Then this allowance varies from 10 mm to 25 mm per meter on external surfaces and 40 mm to 60 mm per meter on internal surfaces. The draft allowance it is provided in the pattern. It is clearly shown in the figure. Then you look at the first figure and the second figure. Then in the first figure, then without draft they have provided. Then so you goes on what observing. Then already it is molded, pattern is molded in the what box. Then as it goes on lifting, then so there is no clearance between the mold wall and the pattern. Then so hence at any moment of time it may damage the what mold. Then you observe the second figure. Then so because they have provided a draft for the what pattern, then as it's lifting from the what mold, then as it goes on or moving on top, then it goes on leaving a gap between the mold wall and the pattern. Then thereby mold will not be damaged. Then and easy because of draft, then it can be easily lifted. Then it can be seen that it is easy to withdraw the pattern having taper allowance out of the mold without damaging the mold in the second figure. Then that is exactly the what taper or draft allowance. Then coming to the what distortion allowance. Then distortion nothing but a what, under high temperature conditions a thin metals will be warp or bend. Then however then, so this what distortion allowance is provided on a pattern whose castings tend to distort or warp on cooling. Then generally it is required for flat long UV shaped casting. To obtain a proper casting, pattern itself is distorted or faked in opposite direction, then which yields a casting of required shape. Then shape and size and dimensions. Distortion allowance depends on pouring temperature, type of metal, mold material, size and shape of the pattern. Then these allowances are given to the pattern about 2 to 20 depends upon the size and shape of the what material of the casting. Then so you look at the figure. Then the tendency of distortion is not common in all the casting. The casting will distort or warp if it is of irregular shape. It is of V, U, flat, long type of what. Then the arms having unequal thickness. Then so one portion of the casting cools at a faster rate than the other. Then it will be warp in the what mold. Then you are unable to obtain the casting. Then that's what you are required to design this in an opposite direction or fake in an opposite direction. Therefore under cooling it may be giving you a good size then or correct size. Then to eliminate this defect, then an opposite distortion is provided on the pattern in the opposite in the other figure. Then so that the effect is balanced and correct shape of the casting is provided. The amount of distortion allowance varies from 2 to 20 as per the size and the shape of the casting. Then so distortion allowance normally long UV flat castings and a very thin casting. Then because as you pour the molten metal and the beginning part it will be cool due to its thickness. Then and later it will be what solidify later. Then however then the earlier solidified metal it will be bent. Then so you will not get a what correct casting. That is the reason. Then in the second figure clearly shows that. So you are required to what distort or fake in an opposite direction, thereby you can able to obtain a correct size of the casting. Then coming to the what wrapping or shaking allowance. Then so when the pattern is to be taken out from the mold, then it is first wrapped or shaken by what striking it with a wooden piece from the side to side. Then this is done so that the pattern surfaces becomes free from adjoining sand of the mold. Then due to this, then there is a little increase in the size of the mold cavity. For this purpose, negative allowance is provided on the pattern, that is the dimensions are kept smaller. Then so it is normally provided only to the large casting and negligible for small and medium casting. Then so you look at this. Then when what pattern is wrapped for easy with the trouble, normally while you are after what packing sand around the pattern, then you are reverting the mold. Then once you revert, then you have to shake the pattern. Then at that time, then it may get and mold cavity get enlarged. To care of this, pattern is reduced. That means pattern size is reduced because the size of the mold gets enlarged during shaking or wrapping. This allowance is very important in the case of large and precision casting. Normally it is provided only for large casting and negligible for small and medium sized casting. That's what care should be taken while you are wrapping the what pattern before removing it from the what mold then. So then at last then scale or grain finishing alone then. Most of the material castings undergo heat treatment then, and due to higher temperature scales are formed then, or oxides are formed then. This is to be removed, hence the size of the casting is slightly bigger than the what slightly bigger then the surface roughness imperfections need to be removed by grinding operations. The magnitude of this extra allowance is about 0.2 to 3 mm then. So this is very important then. Nowadays then almost all the castings after acceptance in the final stage are dimensional accuracy then, that has to be finished then. Either you have to short blast it or sand blast. Short blast nothing but what that is for ferrous and steel casting. Then sand blasting it is for non-ferrous metals and all like then. So however then, so in this what machine then, the steel shots or sand it is through at very high velocity over the what rotating casting on the table then. As it rotates it also focuses in the interior, then all what corroded part, then oxide part, then scaled part, scaled thicknesses, everything it will be removed. So very small amount of or small thickness of the material it may be removed then. So that is what the magnitude it is from what 0.2 to 3 mm then. So however then this is also important to give it to the what castings then, pattern then. So however then pattern allowances are very important for the examination point of view. So especially in the examination, sketch and explain any two or three type of pattern allowances they may ask it, or they may ask you to what explain, sketch and explain all, even then what explain the pattern allowances for 10 marks, or what is allowance, why it is necessary to provide on patterns, explain the different types of allowances. This is also they will ask it for 10 marks. And many times in the earlier question paper they have already asked in the examination. That is the reason then, especially pattern allowances you need to concentrate more for the examination point of view. Otherwise it is somewhat difficult. This question it is normally they will ask it in the examination. So however then for the test also it is very important. And even then already you may have a what information such that offline test may conduct, no question of conducting online. That's what you have to prepare since beginning or from the beginning itself. So however then even if they conduct offline, then you could able to write the what test, and that it will be helpful for the final examination. And we too, without what conducting exams it will never passes you then. That is the reason then all internal assessment and final exam it is a mandatory for all the students. But don't think this they will what passes away then. But that is the reason then you have to prepare well then. However then stay safe then, at home then, don't go outside then, wear mask then, use sanitization, maintain social distance. Then at home then start studying or working with these what topic then, because 2-3 problematic subjects are also available in this semester then. Those are somewhat difficult then, so you may find problem if you read at the nth moment then That is the reason then we are asking you to prepare for the final examination by sitting at home then. However then stay safe at home then. Thank you then.